So we're here with Valient himself of
Alois, how you doing?
Yeah, and he's a really interesting cat, so I decided you all should know what makes him so damn good.
But that's assuming that I actually know the answer to that question, because I don't know.
Well, dude. One of the things that I find you do extremely well is the manner in which you market yourself. And it doesn't seem like you're doing it from a bullshit perspective, from a fan's perspective. It really seems like a really organic way of reaching your fans. He operates a Twitter account where he reviews horrible movies like these that I gave him, and reviews music and basically says all around intelligent stuff. How do you feel Valient Thor belongs in the current music industry with all the changes that have happened over the last 10 years?
Well, I mean, I don't, you know, the industry is a particular medium in which we can get across a message that we have, and once we stick to that, which is, you know, basically positive vibes for the world, you know, a lot of people take it as a political stance, and it sort of is, because if you don't use the tools use you. But what really it is not like a necessarily right wing or left wing, as if you're talking about, you know, like politics. Is not coming from either side. It's a down the middle, dude, just a humanitarian.
We gotta move. He's gotta get out of the toilet. Hey, how are you?
Sorry, man. It's yeah, that whole interview just went down the shitter now.
Nah, dude, we're gonna find something else to talk about. Don't worry about it.
No. What I mean is, like, there isn't really a one way or the other. Like, I mean, I definitely, if you're talking about regular fucking politics, I would lean to the left. But when it comes down to it, we're humanitarian. You know, we're humanitarians. We weren't humans, but we live with humans, and we might as well be humans now. So it's fucking nice to look out and try to give positive vibrations to people who don't have them, you know, because there's a lot of negativity in the world, not just in heavy music or in rock and roll, but in, you know, just, you can see it. People are bummed out, and you know, not everybody, but some people. And I like to look at those people who are bummed out and give them an easier, because it sucks, because bad vibrations spread a lot faster than good ones. So if you hold the door for somebody in the morning, at the gas station or at wherever,
that's what
somebody's
it's about,
gonna be
man.
like, whoa, and they're gonna do it for somebody else, you know. But if you're an asshole in the morning, you're gonna spread asshole all over the place.
Yeah, well, you know what's funny is that you have this really obnoxious red beard, so I kind of wonder what happens when you're opening up a door for a lady. You know why I say? Because I have an obnoxious beard which I just grew for the first time, and I found that people just instantly kind of box you in a certain way. You haven't experienced that?
No.
Nah?
I think beard gives you power.
A beard?
Wizardly power, or grandfatherly power.
I'm glad I asked the question. Then please tell me about wizard power.
Well, it's more like I'd say grandfatherly power after that, and more like a wisdom thing where, like, dudes just expect you to know what you're talking about because you seem like you look like you're older than you are. You know, so if you say something sternly to them, they usually go, okay, okay. It's a respect thing. And if you own it, then you own the situation. I completely appreciate the fact that you're trying to communicate positivity through metal and terrible, terrible movies.
which is to say that we got Mr. Valient here a gift, and like most vinyl junkies, we would never give away our vinyl, so I got him some VHS tapes for his bad awesome reviews.
Yeah, and I'm going to go ahead and just put them in order of which ones I'm probably going to do. Now this has been on my list for a while. I've actually watched it, but I don't think I've reviewed it yet. No, I haven't.
It's perfect, man.
This right here looks like a very interesting flick, The Watermelon Man. Jeff Gerber, white middle-class businessman, wakes up one morning to find he's turned into a black man. This one should be controversial.
It is, and actually Melvin Van Peebles does the soundtrack on Watermelon Man, so
that's going to be good.
If you ever see it on vinyl.
Columbia Pictures. And then a lot of trauma stuff, some out-of-print, hard-to-find VHS, Blood Hook, Mother's Day, I Was a Teenage Terrorist. This is a treasure trove of good stuff. Totally classic, Monster in the Closet. And this one, which I'll watch in my gym jams, Eve's Beach Fantasy. This one looks particularly of interest to me in that Eve looks very much like she has something to offer me by way of intellectual stimulation.
Awesome. It's all about.
These all look cool, man.
It's all about, dude. Honestly, no problem.
Well, ever since we started making music on the earth, we wanted to have a vinyl record. As a young Earthman, there's like little dudes who have older cousins who have put records out, and then you go, holy shit, and then vinyl, they think it dies, and then you go, oh well, we'll just put out a CDR, and then you realize vinyl's not dead, and people still buy vinyl, and you finally get your first record out, your first 12-inch, and you go, I've done it. I have achieved it. Even if the band never plays again, we have a record on vinyl.
No, but you've completely captured the love of a vinyl, and that's exactly what we're all about, you know? Yeah. So I was wondering, I got this thing where I have vinyl memories. I remember receiving my first Kiss record, and I played the thing to death, and there's trace marks on it from drawing Rock and Roll Over. Do you have any vinyl memories like that, like your early vinyl memories?
Yeah, I remember my first, on Earth, my first 45 that was not a read-along story 45.
Yeah, not a Disney World record.
Yeah, this was, it was Elvira by the Oak Ridge Boys.
Oh, hell, that's perfect!
Yeah, Elvira by the Oak Ridge Boys is my first 45.
Giddy up, boom, boom, wow, wow, giddy up.
My heart's on fire for Elvira. Yeah, that ran through my head a lot. I pretty much played the hell out of it.
Dude. Let's say metalheads kind of tend very often to be closed off sometimes, even in terms, even as much as others, they won't, unless it's in a genre of metal, for example, sometimes they'll have trouble making the leap. You know what I'm saying?
That's true, and that's been a hard thing for us because we're not particularly metal at all. I mean, we're not punk, or we're not metal, or we're not one thing. You know, it's very hard to categorize us. So there's a lot of people who think they probably wouldn't like us, and we get that thing where. That's why I like to change that thing where I don't want to just say, that sucks, I don't like it, because I haven't given it a chance. What if all the people who haven't given us a chance would just go, hey, let me check it out. Let me look beyond the funny story that is true, but they might not believe it. Who cares if you think I'm from Venus, or you think I'm from Earth, or North Carolina, or wherever the fuck? Who cares if you think I'm from the fucking toilet? I was spawned in the toilet in there, and I just came forth. It doesn't matter where you're from. It's about where you're going, you know? So, you know, you have to just give shit a chance, and a lot of, I think metal communities like bluegrass community in that way. That's not real bluegrass. This is bluegrass, you know. But those are the two genres that are like that. With everything else, we're like, I mean, we just play what comes to us, which our influences are from everywhere. I mean, like old classic rock, punk, heavy, you know, heavy psych, jazz. You know, I mean. Could be from
that
anywhere.
Kind of thing.
So you know, like if whatever comes out is us, you know, and I think it doesn't matter, you know. Like I'm glad that we're embraced by, when our last record came out, it was punk only websites and metal only websites, and you go, yes, we somehow tricked everybody, because it doesn't matter. We don't.